And we are ready to kick off, guys, yet another Next Wave mentorship call. My name is Jason Brown, for those of you who don't know me, Chairman 500 here with iMarkets Live. And I'm really, really excited. You know, I'm always so grateful, so blessed for the opportunity that we have. You know, 4 or 5 years ago, I made a decision. It was actually a little bit over 5 years ago now. I made a decision to go all into entrepreneurship, to go all in and pursue business, to step outside of what I knew as the norm, which was, you know, working and going to college, getting that degree, getting a career. I decided to make that personal decision to step outside of what I was used to doing and going into the world of the unknown, right? Which is entrepreneurship. If you've never been around business, you've never been around investing, going into something like iMarkets Live could be a little bit intimidating, right? And getting into a whole new world is like being dropped off in the middle of a country and you don't speak the language. And so I always knew that information is the reason why I was able to make a decision myself, make a commitment myself, to go all in and eventually have incredible results and be able to influence and change people's lives all around the world. And so when we started doing these Next Wave leadership calls, we got really excited as a company and all the chairmen as a leadership group. You know, we got excited about giving information, about letting you take a look inside of 2 to 3 different leaders every single week. Take a look inside of their strategy. Take a look inside of their, maybe even their brain, maybe they'll let you into the brain, but really take a look at what they're doing that's working. Because I truly believe that if it can happen to me, right, if it can happen to somebody else, then it can happen to me. And if it can happen to me, it can happen to somebody else. So if Simmons and Jalessa Yancey could become Chairman 10s in our company, then you on this call could become a Chairman 10 or above in the company, because they're a human being and so are you. So what's going to change that situation, right? What's going to help you go from, you know, maybe stuck? Some of you on here tonight may feel like you're stuck. So if you feel like you're stuck, jump in the chat box and give me a 1, right? If you feel like you're stuck, give a 1. If you're motivated, okay, if you're motivated and you're just looking for more, give me a number 2. And if you have, in what your opinion is ridiculous momentum right now, you're fired up, ridiculous momentum, give me an 8. So give me some 8s if you feel like you have ridiculous momentum. Amazing, amazing. So guys, you know, tonight is about you. Tonight's not about me. It's not even about Paris, and it's not about Jalessa, even though these two are absolute rock stars. Very, very, very excited. I believe I told Jalessa this at convention, but I believe she is one of the only women to reach the chairman position solo, which to me is like setting a new bar, right? Setting a new standard and showing people what's possible, which is amazing. I know she's inspired a ton of people to go out and do great things. So tonight, guys, is about you, right? We're going to take a look at 2 individuals that have been doing this thing for a while, that have been around the industry, and that have also had a lot of personal success in building leadership. So each one of them is going to go for about 20 to 25 minutes. You guys are going to get a lot of great nuggets tonight. If this is your first Next Wave leadership call, we're excited to have you in the building tonight. And out of respect for them, I'm going to keep the chat box on and off. If they ask to engage, we'll get it back on. And then afterwards, we'll show them some love. So without any further ado, Mr. Paris, I am going to make you the host so you can get your camera on. Welcome to the Next Wave Leadership Call, my brother. I am beyond excited to have you here. Actually, I think I made Jalessa the host. Who's going first, Paris, you or Jalessa?
Yeah, I'm going to pop this thing off.
Let's go. All right, bro. You are the host. The floor is yours. We are excited to have you here, my brother. Take it away.
I appreciate you. Let's go ahead and drop some 1s in the chat for Jason Brown. I appreciate you, my brother, for having myself, having Jalessa Yancey on. I appreciate you for everything that you do in the company, your phenomenal leadership. Let's go ahead and drop some 1s in the chat for Jason Brown. Okay, I see we got the chats going crazy. Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. If you all want to learn how to create explosive growth in your business, drop an "I'm ready" in the chat, right? If you want to learn how to create that explosive growth in your business, drop an "I'm ready." I want to make sure everybody can see me clearly. Okay, cool. Awesome. So what I'm going to get into today, for those who don't know me, my name is Simmons. And the things that I'm going to share with you all today are going to help you propel your business to the next level. You know, when I first joined this company a little over a year ago, I was fortunate and blessed to hit the rank of Chairman 10 within my first 90 days, right? And the things that I'm going to share with you all today helped me to do that, right? But if you've ever had any struggles in your business, drop a number 2. Right? Drop a number 2, because when I came in early on, you know, I had a lot of quick success, a lot of momentum growth, a lot of explosive growth. But then I made the mistake and took my foot off the gas, right? So my aim today is to share with you all the tips, tricks, and strategies that allow me to not only boom it the first time, but to boom it the second time and get it back. And also, I hope that you all can just hear one thing that'll allow you to shift your paradigm, right? Hear one thing that'll allow you to really go ahead and take your business all the way to the next level. I want to ensure that each and every last one of you do not make the same mistakes that I made, right? So if you're here with me today, I need you to go ahead and eliminate all distractions you have, because you are in for a treat. I'm going to show you all how to create explosive growth in your business. So one more time, if you all are ready, comment "I'm ready" for me in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to get right into it. And first, I'm going to go over leaders math, right? I'm going to go over leaders math. Let me make sure the chat's still working. Okay, everybody's good. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I'm going to go over leaders math, all right? So one of the first things that you all want to know, right? One of the first things that you all want to know is the goal is to add multiplication, right? Followers math is addition, but leaders math is multiplication, right? And before I get into really building momentum, before I get into really doing the things that you need to do to get the ball rolling, these are things that you need to really readily identify in your business and in your organization. A lot of people remain stagnant. A lot of people are not growing, but the reason is because you have an organization full of followers, okay? You have an organization full of followers, right? And the only way to really grow, the only way to really go ahead and create that multiplication, the only way to go ahead and create that duplication is to really focus on getting leaders. So the things to remember, your top 20% goes to the top 80, or excuse me, your 80% of your time goes to the top 20% of your organization, right? Leaders who develop followers devote attention to the bottom 20%, but leaders who develop leaders devote attention to the top 20%. I let my team know earlier before December, going into 2019, that listen, giving birth is easier than raising the dead, right? And when you're growing your business, when you're trying to take things to the next level, when you're trying to hit that next wave of growth and momentum in your business, you need to go ahead and pay attention to those who are serious about taking things to the next level. Now, by no stretch am I telling you all to neglect anybody in your organization, right? I'm not telling you all to do that at all. But what I am telling you is that in order to really take this to the next level, you have to apply by this rule. When you look at the greatest of the greatest leaders, the majority of their time goes into the top 20%. The rest of their time goes into giving birth, right? And remaining in phase 1. When I listen to Gary McSween talk, just about every presentation, every event I see him at, one of the biggest things he talks about is remaining in phase 1. So often as a leader, right? So often as a leader, once you hit that momentum growth, once you hit that explosive growth, once you get your business in momentum, people stop being in phase 1, right? People stop being in that production phase, which is really what got their business to the next level, all right? And you also need to remember, leaders who develop followers are good leaders, but people who develop leaders are great leaders. In order to get a leader in your business, in order to build a business with leaders, you need to analyze exactly where you are, right? It's the law of the lid. If you're number 8 or number 7 in your skills as a leader, you're not going to bring in anything above that, right? You're not going to bring in anything above that. So as you're here with me today, one thing I want you all to remember before I get into the good stuff is you need to really pay attention to this. If you feel like you've been having any type of struggles in your business, if you feel like you have not been going really where you want to go in your business, you have to focus on building leaders, right? You have to focus on building leaders. Now, here's some differences in leadership, right? One of the biggest differences is the desire, right? Leaders who develop followers want to be needed. But leaders who develop leaders want to be succeeded, all right? I'm going to say that one more time for my people that just got on. Leaders who develop and build up followers, right, who add growth, who are focused on that addition in their organization, need to be needed, right? They need to be the problem solvers. But leaders who develop leaders want to be succeeded. You need to go ahead and put yourself in a position to where you can lead a scenario and the ship keeps going, right? You need to be able to be in a position where you can take yourself out the vehicle and the car keeps moving, right? Drop a fire emoji for me in the chat if this is making sense to somebody. You need to be in a position to where you can go ahead and do that. That's what's really going to allow you to take your business, go ahead and take your leadership all the way to the next level, right? And leaders who develop followers focus on the weaknesses of the people. People who develop leaders focuses on the strengths. So this is kind of a counselor versus equipper attitude, right? Now, this is no slight to counseling at all, right? It's no slight to counselors at all. But one of the main things that they focus on is the weaknesses of the person that comes in to see them. Okay, and if you're a leader, right, if you're a great leader, if you want to be one of the top, if you want to be a Jason Brown, right, a Matthew Rosa, right, a David Monetier, a Yvonne Tapia, a Alex Morton, then you have to go ahead and analyze and identify the strengths of the people in your organization and then bring the strengths out. That's going to allow you to have more success than focusing on the weaknesses. All right, so before we even get into actually building momentum to the good stuff, this is simple leadership math that you need to make sure that you know at any given point in time. So when you're going ahead and building and growing your organization, you can go ahead and spread this down to your emerging leaders that are coming in your organization, right? Now I'm going to get into my favorite portion of this whole thing, which is building momentum, right? Which is building momentum, ladies and gentlemen. In order to go ahead and hit that chairman in 90 days, I had to have all out momentum. You see, I had a mishap, right? I had a mishap early on. In Vegas, what is it, 2019? So in Vegas, 2018, I had a chairman that was introduced at the Vegas event, right? And one area that I messed up at was after that, when my foot was taken off the gas, some small, minuscule issues came up. And as of today, that chairman is no longer a part of this company. Why do I tell you all this, right? It's not what happens to you that matters. It's what happens in you that matters, right? And what happened in me was the same thing that happened in me before I even decided to join this opportunity and take it to the next level, right? That's what allowed me to go ahead and say, you know what, Paris? I can do this and build this all over again. So law of inertia states that an object in motion tends to remain in motion. When you're building momentum, you have to first get in motion, right? You have to first be in motion, right? A car that's driving is going to be easier to keep rolling than trying to push it if it's stalled, ladies and gentlemen. When you get up out the bed early in the morning, as you get in the shower, as you get to moving, it makes it a lot easier for you to move around, but your business is the exact same, right? So first, you need to make sure that you have clarity. Clarity is simply knowing where you are at and knowing where you want to go. When I look back at people who are really struggling to take it to the next level, when I ask them what their goals are, they can't tell me, right? And the first thing that you need to do is make sure that you have a personal vision of exactly what you want to accomplish, right? You hear people say this all the time, put your goals out. If I look behind my phone, I have my goals right here, right? I have my goals right here with me all the time. And you need to write where you plan to accomplish them. Right? This is the first. When you're trying to build massive momentum, you need to be prepared to take massive action for an extended period of time, right? And that cannot happen if you don't have the clarity. That cannot happen if you don't have the personal vision of what it is that you're trying to accomplish, right? If you're trying to go chairman on this call, go ahead and drop in the comment section, I am a chairman, right? Put that out in the world. It's not a day that passes where I don't say, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am a chairman 500. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am a chairman 250, right? And I've been saying this for the longest time, all of the ranks, right? So you need to have that clarity of what it is, right? Maybe you want to be the person, the leader that has 10 brand new platinum 1000s by I Am Convention or whatever the date is. You need to have a clear vision and you need to be focused on it. You need to have 100% tunnel vision in order for it to go through. Next, you need to have faith, right? Confidence brings results, right? Not results bring confidence, okay? For everybody on here, I need you all to really take note to that. Confidence is what's going to bring you results, not the other way around, right? So you get confident before you build a business and become a chairman. You don't hit platinum 150. You don't hit platinum 600. You don't hit platinum 1000 and then start to gain confidence, ladies and gentlemen. That's not how it works. When I joined this business, right, I didn't have any extensive network marketing experience. I had a lot of success in another area of business, but it was not network marketing related. My checks altogether probably equaled about maybe $2,000 in total for my entire tenure in network marketing, right? So how was somebody who wasn't a network marketing pro, right? Wasn't a David M. Onite, right? Wasn't somebody who had massive organizations before able to come in and smash the six-figure rank in just 90 days? Well, one, I was confident before I even joined this opportunity, right? When I was looking at it, I said, you know what? It makes sense, right? It makes sense to me. And I felt like Forex was a skill not only that I wanted to master, but that everybody needed to know, right? And having that confidence is what allowed me to go ahead and start building that momentum. So I have a simple formula which really nails it on the head exactly how to get momentum, right? Fi over T times G is going to equal momentum. And I'm going to break that down. So the F stands for focus. Like I said, when you join, you need to be completely focused. When you do something, you need to be completely focused with full tunnel vision, not looking to the left, not looking to the right. It doesn't matter what shiny objects are in your way. You need to make sure that you're focused directly on what you want to do, right? Then while you're doing that, you need to have intensity, right? When I look at people who are ranking up, when we go to events such as Vegas, and we see people coming from these international countries, and their people are pumped. They're rushing the stage, right? I believe Germany, Portugal, Spain, they were pumped. They were excited. Well, those leaders were focused and had full intensity. They had people travel hours and hours and hours on edge to get to an event in Las Vegas, right? And you need to have that same type of focus and intensity when it comes to getting your goals, right? So focus times intensity over time. When we look at the people at the top of the company, right? When I look at somebody like Garrett Roberts, I know for a fact he doesn't have the biggest and brightest network, right? He'll tell you himself he's not the smartest, but what did he do? He outlasted, right? You have to extend a long period of time. Like I said, to get momentum, you have to have massive action for an extended period of time. And we talk about someone's organization who was a roller coaster, but what? He kept going, right? He kept outlasting. He kept fighting, right? He kept fighting, right? When I look at my organization, I introduced a chairman in 2018 who is no longer here. That's 70,000 in volume that left my organization. And one thing I'm going to tell you all, when it comes to building momentum, when you have momentum, any problem that comes is going to get shattered, right? When a train is going 200 miles per hour, it's going to knock down. It's going to roll straight through a brick barricade, right? A brick barricade, it's going to go right through it. But if it's going 1, 2, 3 miles per hour, it's going to get stopped, right? If you're barely moving in your business, any little problem can stop your business and stunt your growth, right? Any small, minute problem can stop your business and stunt your growth, right? So you need to make sure that you stay focused. You need to make sure you have that intensity, and you need to make sure you do it over an extended period of time. And the G for me is God. Now, this is not to put any religious preference on you by any stretch of imagination, but when I look at the things that I do, when I put my affirmations into the world, when I start my morning by praying, this is really the final piece of the puzzle that allows me to take things to the next level. So if your faith isn't in God, whoever it may be, that G is for whoever your faith is in. Mine is God, right? So when I look at my focus intensity over an extended period of time times God, that allows me to have more momentum than any other formula I've ever came into contact with, right? That allows me to have momentum when I lose one of my top leaders, right? Over something very small that didn't even have anything to do with me, right? Didn't even have anything to do with me. And I'm able to build that momentum all the way back up. You can't tell me God didn't have a part to play in that. Right? When I look at everything that's happened in my organization, when I'm putting things out into the world, I was faithful of everything I said when I joined this opportunity. Right? One of the first things that I said was, you know what? I want to have a master trader in my organization. I said that was one of the first things I wanted to do. And a week later, Mr. Stevenson Lindor was joining my organization, and I didn't even know him. Right? But I had faith. I didn't know how. I didn't know when, but I knew it was going to happen. Right? I didn't know how, I didn't know when, but I knew it was going to happen. Right? And it's funny how things work. The person that was actually doing an account with Stevenson is no longer here. That was the person I knew that actually brought him to this organization. And since then, we've been a powerhouse ever since. So when you're doing something, when you have a clear vision, when you have that clarity and you have tunnel vision and you're completely focused, you need to keep faith. That's what's going to allow you to take things into the next level. If I'm making sense for somebody, drop a 333 for me in the chat. right? If this is making sense and resonating with somebody, drop a 333 in the chat. Like I say, my aim is for you to hear just maybe one thing that'll allow you to take your business to the next level. My aim is for you to hear just one thing that allows you to go ahead and get that explosive growth, get out that stagnation, get out that decline that you may have been going through in your business, right? And next, you need to know the motivating factors to bringing your organization up. When I look at someone who needs to really take their leadership to a next level, one, you need to know what motivates the people that are already in. And here are 3 simple questions that can get you that answer, right? 1, what makes you cry, right? What emotionally touches you to the point that it makes you cry? 2, what makes you sing? And when I say that, what makes you happy? What makes you joyful, right? What makes you smile? What makes you feel with laughter or whatever? Then lastly, what do you dream about, right? When you notice, you can press those buttons to go ahead and start creating that momentum within your leaders. You can go ahead and press that button to start creating momentum within your people and your organization, ladies and gentlemen. Knowing exactly what touches them in the heart, knowing exactly what makes them happy, what makes them smile, knowing exactly what they dream about, what they want to become, what they want to do for themselves or their family. I promise you, you get these 3 answers from your leaders, from the people in your organization, you can create momentum at a snap of a finger. You can create momentum at a snap of a finger when you know these 3 things, right? I promise you, you put these into play immediately in your business, you will start having a lot of success. Because a lot of people struggle. A lot of people really find it hard motivating people, but you don't even know anything about them. You don't even know why they're so happy. You don't even know what makes them sad. You don't even know what they're dreaming about. They get in, you say, here, watch this link, watch this video. I'll get back with you. Join the Telegram, whatever other chat y'all got, and that's it, right? When you really get down, dig down, write it down. I wrote down my leaders' whys, right? When I talk to them, I know their children, right? I know what they want. I knew that one of my leaders' video wanted to retire her husband, which she just did this past week. Let's drop some fire emojis for Lydia in the chat, right? I knew all of this information. When I'm talking to all of my leaders, when I'm writing this stuff down, this is stuff I've had since 2017. This is stuff I've had since early 2018. But knowing these things, I promise you will allow you to take your business to the next level. I promise you it will allow you to take your business to the next level. And last but not least, you need to have a motion plan, right? You need to have a motion plan and a plan of action. One of the main things you need to know is you have to move before you are emotionally ready. The law of inertia states that an object in motion will more than likely keep moving once it's in motion, right? Focus on the small wins. If you're somebody who's like, you know what, Paris, I'm having endless lost days, right? I wake up, I get smacked by life, and then I'm just down in the dumps. Next thing you know, you blink, it's midnight or the next day, right? You start watching TV, you start scrolling on YouTube, you see something negative, and then your day is gone. We all have had lost days in some shape or form, right? Focus on the small wins. Post daily. Prospect daily, 2 to 3 people a day, right? Do a launch call. To hit a chairman, you need to be doing 4 to 6 a week. So for everybody on here who's a chairman, I don't know if that's everybody's goal, but I know I saw a lot of I am chairmans on the comment section when I looked a minute ago. You need to be doing 4 to 6 a week. So if you're struggling, if you're in the slumps, do something small each and every single day. Go ahead and get that ball rolling, because once it's rolling, it's a lot easier for it to pick up speed, right? And I'm telling you all stuff that I've done. Like, I'm telling you all stuff that I've done, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you all stuff that I've done. When I went through hard times in my business, when I lost that chairman, when I lost family members right before and right after the event in Fort Lauderdale last year, I knew I had to do something in order to keep my business growing, right? I had to do something. I had to keep moving even though I wasn't emotionally ready, right? The day before I entered Fort Lauderdale's convention, I got a call that my cousin who lived with me, who's like a brother, had passed away. So while I was in Florida, I was dealing with that and was at the hospital for another family member who died the day after the event ended, right? And then over the next 30, 60 days, I experienced some struggles in my business because of what was going on in my personal life. But in order to keep moving forward, I had to keep the ball rolling, right? I had to keep the ball rolling. So for my people, from a marketing standpoint, anytime you take off, as soon as you enter back into the marketplace, you are starting over, right? You are starting over, because the people who were tapped into what you were doing are no longer paying you attention. And now they have to
Hey, I think we lost him. Yeah, type 000 if you guys can.
Say that
Oh,
again?
there you go. He's back. He's back. Yeah, you're good.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, cool. Keep going. Do a blitz for 90 days, right? Do a blitz for 90 straight days. Go live for 90 days, right? Talk to people for 90 straight days. I promise you it's going to give you all the momentum you need in your business. And then last but not least, the amount of momentum required is dependent on the size of your goal. So if we look at these two pictures right here, we have a golf ball and we have a bowling ball. In order to get a golf ball going, it doesn't take anything but a little hit. But it requires a lot more force to get a bowling ball going. So when you look at your goals, because the first thing I started with is you need to have clarity. So each and every last one of you need to know what your goals are. And you need to know the amount of effort is going to be needed to go ahead and get that momentum going, right? Once you do that, like I said, it's going to be very dependent on the size of your goals. So I know we got a lot of people who want to become chairman, right? It's very possible. If I can do it, you can do it. If Jalessa can do it, you can do it, right? If Jason can do it, you can do it, right? If all these other phenomenal chairmen can do it, you can do it. But you need to know it's going to be work put into it, right? There's going to be a lot more work pushing the chairman bowling ball than it is pushing the Platinum 150 bowling ball. And this is nothing against Platinum 150s. We love you all, and I'm definitely happy and grateful for your success and looking forward for you all to rank up to the next level as well as every other rank. But in order to take it to that next level of leadership, in order to take it to that next level of success, this is what's going to need to happen, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully you all found some value on today. Hopefully you all found some value on today with this call, ladies and gentlemen. When I talk about exactly what happened in my business, and how I struggled, how I lost a chairman, let me go ahead and fast forward you all from that moment. So 2018, 70,000 in volume. 70,000 in volume. I know some people on this call like they would lose their mind if that happened. 70,000 in volume, but what did I do? Right? I got back to building momentum. One of the things that I spoke out to the world is that I am so happy and grateful now that I have built one of the largest women's organizations in the company, one of the largest women's movements inside the company, right? And shortly after, that was one of my affirmations in 2017, I seen a post from a young lady by the name of Jalessa Yancey, right? I sent her a message, right? Didn't have any extensive success in marketing. She had some success in her previous gig that she was doing before. And from there, we continued to grow, right? So as I had one chairman fall off, what did I do? I kept building. And I'm so happy and grateful that last March, we introduced the newest, youngest female chairman by the name of Jalessa Yancey, right? Go ahead and drop some fire emojis for Jalessa Yancey before I go ahead and bring her out. So I say this to say, no matter what happens in your business, ladies and gentlemen, things are going to happen, right? Things are going to happen. Make sure that you keep on growing. Make sure you keep on going past. If you recognize leaders math, right? If you recognize this leadership math, make sure I'm not over too much. As you build momentum, as you put your motion plan into place, you're going to have a lot of success, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Simmons. If you have not done so already, if we're not connected, if you want more tips and strategies, just go ahead and follow me, Paris Simmons, Facebook, IG, Snapchat. Go ahead and connect with me. I'm looking forward to your growth, but go ahead and drop a that's major for Jalessa Yancey as we get ready to bring her to the floor, ladies and gentlemen. She is a phenomenal, phenomenal leader. She's leading from the front, has so many women in her organization who are doing very, very good things. Many of them who are on the leaderboard now for the company. So let's drop a that's major for Jalessa Yancey in the chat. Hope you all caught value from this. And Jalessa, the floor is all yours.
Sheesh. 1 second. I think I got to make her the host. Let's go. Jalessa, tell me if you...
Hello, can y'all hear me?
Let's go. Yeah.
Let's go. Thank you so much, y'all. I see all the that's major. Y'all know I'm a dog fan. That is really major. Thank you, Paris. Thank you, Jason, JB. When you asked me, could I be a part of this next wave call? Let me tell you, number one, not only do I just appreciate you, but the whole leadership team for coming out with these money-making products, y'all. Like, I was just looking at my phone, logged into MetaTrader 4, and when I just saw that blue you got, let me tell you, I got super duper excited, okay? And I'm mainly speaking to the females on this call because, you know, it is like a little stereotype that we can't be marketers and we can't trade. But let me tell y'all, okay, I love red velvet cake, okay? So I'm going to have my cake and I'm going to eat it too. I'm going to get free bands from the company, okay? Y'all, when I got that first chairman check, can we get some fire emojis for Christopher? Can we get some fire emojis? Yes. Y'all, for coming out with this company. Not only are they teaching us a skill set, but they're giving us free bands so we can put that in our trading account. Let me tell y'all what I did with my first chairman check. That's super duper major, okay? My first chairman check, I pretended y'all I didn't even have it, okay? But let me tell you what I did have. I had faith just the size of a mustard seed that bounce back is 90% high probability trades are being called out, y'all. That chairman check I got, right? That chairman check I got, I flipped it not once, not twice, not 3 times, y'all, but almost just about 5 times, right? My baby sister, who's about to turn 18 in 2 days, March 29th, y'all, I brought her a brand new car, her dream car. And let me tell you, this is one thing. If y'all didn't hear my story when I was in Vegas, I joined the Navy 7 days after graduating high school, right? My main 2 goals was to retire my mom and get my sister whatever she wants. My mom was retired in 5 months from joining iMarkets Live. I just got my sister her dream car. You guys, let me tell you, everybody needs a goal card, okay? I have my affirmations. I see my goals everywhere, okay? I have them tattooed in my eyelids. So when I do take naps, you know, we don't sleep. So we get to Jason, right? Chairman 500, y'all. But what I'm going to do, since Simmons, since he gave y'all the blueprint to explosive growth, okay? And let me tell y'all, not only did he birth one chairman, he birthed me, okay? He birthed a female chairman. Where are all my female chairmen at, okay? If you are a chairman, drop some pink heart emojis in the chat box, ladies, okay? The pink heart emojis in the chat box. Y'all, let me tell you, like he said, when you hit this next rank, when you start making withdrawals, okay, you're going to get more eyes on you. You're going to get sneak distance, right? But I'm going to tell you how myself, how not 1, not 2, not 3. Shout out to Amanda, Lydia, and Angie, who are so close to Chairman 10. So I'm telling y'all that it's possible. Because what are we doing, y'all? We are just following the blueprint. Every single Wednesday, I am on this next wave call. Like I have alarm after alarm after alarm, right? I'm on the 7-figure mentorship call. I got alarm after alarm after alarm, right? I'm on Abel's IML TV session, alarm after alarm after alarm. Every single Tuesday, once a month, I'm on Les Brown, alarm after alarm after alarm, right? So I'm going to keep it 2 more than 98 with y'all on this call tonight. It's only family, right? All paid members here, so you can take your shoes off, ladies. You can sit back, right? Relax. I'm going to tell y'all how I was able to keep a smile on my face, show all 32 teeth, even though after the Atlanta Go Beyond event, right? The event in Atlanta, not only did I lose a couple of leaders, right? Not only did I blow a little accounts, right? I also lost 40,000 worth of volume, you guys. But guess what? I smiled every single day because I knew that was just a test that will be able to then turn into a testimony. So if you log into your back office and you see you lost 1 person, you blow an account. Let me tell you, that's not a loss, okay? You just paid for a life lesson because guess what? I know if I blew an account, guess what? It was something I didn't do. I took a bounce back trade and I didn't wait for the MACD to cross over, right? I lost a person. What did I do? I didn't keep in touch with them like I should. It was all on me, right? So that's what I did. So I know I got a few minutes, you guys. So what I'm going to do, I'm a visual learner. People who know me know I can talk to y'all till y'all turn blue in the face. But I'm going to show y'all what it takes to hit chairman, all right? So if y'all want to see a little visual demonstration, this is the next wave. So it might get a little wet here, y'all. I do got like a little screen protection, so it won't get damage proof or nothing. But I'm going to do a little visual demonstration on what it takes to hit chairman. I'm all for engagement, ladies and gentlemen. So what I need you to do in the chat box, I need you, okay? You listen at the replay or the live stream. I need you to tell me what it took you to become a consistent, profitable trader. Was it the harmonic scanner, IML TV, Gold Cup? Was it bounce back? What did it take you to become better, leveling up? Was it the motivational call? Shout out to Manny who killed it this morning. Shout out, he killed it this morning, y'all. What did it take? Did it take you listening to Dr. China and Les Brown? What did it take? Let me know what it took for you to level up, okay? I see IML TV, consistency, prayer, definitely bounce back. Okay, y'all. All the answers that y'all are putting in the chat box right now is in this water right here, okay? IML TV, bounce back, Pip Talk, Christopher Derrick, Abel and I can't wait for the wedding, Abel. I can't wait. Okay, Scotty Hush, shout out to Scotty. Okay, Matt Rosa, shout out to Matt. All right, you guys. So look, all of this is in this water. Okay, this is in this water right here. Okay, and then you see this container right here filled with balls. This is us. This is us as a human being coming into our Markets Live. Okay, this is us. This is day one. I'm telling y'all what it took from day one when I first logged in. When I first heard a Daisy Duncan say, I am a student always, right? I'm taking it back to day one until right now, right? So we're doing what our sponsor says. We're listening to IML TV, we're listening 2 hours a day. We're following up with people, right? But we're not changing, right? You say log into the 7-figure mentorship calls. You say log into the nightly owl sessions, right? Oh, Stevenson said we need to wait for a trend line. I'm doing that. Why am I still losing money? Okay, we're doing what it says. But let me tell you, okay, if you stop, if you think, oh, I'm not smart enough, oh, I will never get it. Number one, your thoughts become things, okay? So I'm not here to tell y'all what y'all need to hear. I'm here tonight to tell y'all what y'all need to hear to hit chairman, to start making some nice withdrawals, y'all. I wish I could just tell y'all what I made, but we all know past profits do not guarantee future results. But ladies and gentlemen, I want every single person on this call watching the replay to feel this type of feeling, okay? So all that you have to do, okay, the only difference from myself and you, y'all, I didn't give up. I did not give up when a family member said, oh, Lisa's doing that thing again. For who? For X. People thinking that's the size of a shirt. No, the foreign exchange market. Yo, people would look at me like I'm talking another language, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Y'all think I didn't get told no? I wasn't called a scam, but let me tell you what I told them. When people say, oh, this is a scam, yo, they're still confused about money. SCAM, write that down, okay? They're still chilling at mom's, SCAM, okay? Or last but not least, they're still cooking at McDonald's, SCAM, okay? So, y'all, we know what we have is real, right? So what did I do to keep on, to go to Platinum 150, to go to Platinum 600, to go to Platinum 2000, to go to Platinum 5000, shout out to Angie, to go to Chairman 10. Y'all, I kept going, okay? Harmonic Scanner, IML TV. Y'all see I'm changing? Am I changing? Y'all see I'm changing. Wow. I'm changing because I didn't give up. I did not give up. When I had people fall out, I didn't give up. Okay? Yo, life is like a deck of cards. Okay? I don't know about y'all, but I need my 4 aces. I don't need no jokers. These are jokers right here. They're doing themselves a favor. All right? I'm changing. All right? So let me tell you. So now you're on the leadership board, okay? Congratulations. That's cute. That's cute, all right? So now you're bringing in people. Okay, you want a cookie, all right? So now you hit your daily PIP goal, right? So now you just did this, right? Okay, you too good. We get too good. We let our ego get to us. We can't put our pride to the side. We can't watch the basics anymore, right? We can't watch the basics like we used to, right? We can't prospect no more, right? We too good for that. We too good to do living room meetings. We're too good to go to Starbucks and just call, message people. Hey, you want to learn how to make money from your phone? Let me show you. Yo, I signed up my Uber driver today. I called Paris. I was like, yo, and y'all, let me tell y'all something. When you start making money, when you start looking at your phone, pressing buttons from your phone and making money, right? You get excited. You start to talk different, okay? Like nobody can have a conversation with me and be like, these products don't work. These products aren't real. You know what I'm saying? Thoughts don't become banks. Nobody can tell me that. So when I was talking to her, She said, okay, I'm ready to get started. She said, it's just $300. That's it. I said, that's it. And got started on the spot. Y'all, the only difference from me and you, right? I got told no more. How many times a day did y'all get told no? Don't put that in the comments because I don't want some no's to be too low. But I want you to think that in your head. How many times did you get told no? Y'all, let me show y'all something. Matter of fact, let me show y'all. Like, blue has become my favorite color now that I'm like a trader. But let me show y'all something, okay? Let me show y'all. So I love to eat. These are the people I talk to today. These are the people I talk to today alone. This isn't like social media, but just on the phone. Today alone. And I had a nail appointment. I had some meetings and stuff, and I still managed to talk to all these people every single day. Y'all, these chairman checks right now, Chairman 10 are getting born already. Okay? I need to go ahead and hit Chairman 25, Chairman 50. I was telling Chris, like, I'm ready to hit Chairman 1 million, y'all. I'm super duper hungry for success, all right? So when you get here, when you start getting to that next rank, when you start getting to that next level, right? The people in the back, you know, the people in the nosebleed, they're just going to see this part of you, right? They're not going to know that you're filled with intelligence, right? They're not going to know what you're filled with. And let me tell you why it's so important. I love what Paris said. I wrote it down. It's not what happened to you, but what happened in you. Let me tell you why it's so important, y'all. I love telling stories. My team know this. Shout out to Retired 365. Shout out to Gary Roberts. I freaking love y'all. Love I Am Mel. Man, I get so excited just talking to y'all. Y'all like my besties, man. But all right, so we got an orange, okay? I wish I had an orange. I got every fruit, y'all, but no orange, okay? Let's say we got an orange, okay? We squeeze this orange as hard as we can, right? What's going to come out of it? Somebody let me know. What kind of juice is going to come out of this orange when we squeeze it? Somebody let me know. Are we going to get apple juice? Are we going to get grape juice? Okay, I see some smart people on this call. We're going to get orange juice, right? I asked my 10-year-old cousin who I taught how to trade, y'all. He was like, Lisa, the orange juice going to come out. That's what's inside of it. Let me tell y'all something. When you get subliminals thrown at you on social media, when you get people telling you no over and over and over, right? When you get leaders falling from your organization, guess what? All this hate is going to come, but guess what? Hate cannot come back out of you because if you don't have it inside, it cannot come out. If you do not have hate, if you don't have jealousy, if you don't have dislike, if you don't have laziness, right? If you don't have that, you're not going to give up on this business, on our Marcus Live inside of you, y'all. Let me tell you something, okay? Jason Brown, Matt Rosa, Garrett Roberts, right? Paris Simmons, right? Not only are we in this business, y'all, but the business is inside of us, okay? So can't nobody talk about this business without us having this back. Like, it got to get through us first. Nothing negative can come out of us because it's not inside, okay? So you're not going to worry about going back and forth. Commas, not drama. Y'all write that down. We talk commas, not drama, okay? So y'all, let me tell you something. After a while, you're going to keep studying. You just hit Chairman 10, right? You just hit Chairman 10. This is Chairman 10. Let me tell you something, okay? Like I said, you're going to get hate. You're going to get leaders falling from your organization. You're going to get blown accounts, right? But they cannot stick to you, okay? As hard as they try, as many times as they try, they cannot get to y'all, okay? They cannot get to you. So as long as you don't give up, as long as you keep going, as they said this today, y'all, in our team chat, the more no's you get, you are that close to your yes. Every single no that I get, y'all see all these people that I marked out, they was like, they left me on red. They called me all sorts of names in the books, y'all, names I never even heard of. I'm like, what is this? But I marked their names out and I kept on moving, okay? Like I said, y'all, I love winning, okay? If life is like a prize, I don't know about you, but I want gold. I don't want like bronze or something that's going to turn green in the shower. Like, no, y'all. So you just got to keep going, okay? You just need like the faith, the seed of a mustard seed. That's all you need, okay? You got to keep going. Never give up. And females, please no. Please no. You can have your cake and you can eat it too, okay? We can trade. We can also get these free bands to put in our trading account. And I'm so happy I did not go over my time, y'all. But thank y'all so much. I'm going to give y'all my Instagram. I have tons and tons of stories. I'm a storyteller. So if y'all need like motivation, I'm like the goofiest person you'll ever meet. Jalessa Yancey, this is my Instagram, Jalessa Yancey. And also, y'all, everybody should definitely get a clear phone case. Let's do this, okay? Because, y'all, we're about to enter quarter 2, right? We got 4 days till this quarter is over. Everybody should get a clear phone case and put your gold card in your phone case, okay? You should, because everybody have their phone on them all the time. You should be looking at your goals. You should be saying them at least, what did Austin tell us at the event? 100 times a day, okay? Not 25, not 50, not 75, but 100 times a day, okay? I'm here to tell y'all that it is possible. The things that we tell y'all is not just from us. It's not just from Matt. It's not just from Jason, but it's people that we learned from. Napoleon Hill, 8-figure earners, 9-figure earners, okay? Our job, y'all, is to cut your learning curve in half. It's Wednesday night. I don't know about y'all, but I love wings. We could be out barbecuing right now. We don't have to be doing these calls, okay? But we want every single person literally making 6 figures in this company and also getting 6 figures in their trading account. If y'all picked up what I dropped down, please drop some yellow hearts, y'all. That's my favorite color. Jason, thank you oh so much. Paris, thank you so much as well.
Oh, that's a good one. I'll tell you guys right now, that call, that's one for the books right there. That's a good one. Yo, first off, guys, let's get in the chat box. I know you guys are dropping yellow hearts for Jalessa, and we're going to let those ring out for a little bit because she killed it. She killed it. Look, she brought props, okay? She brought props. That's serious. Guys, let's show a ton of love. Keep dropping those hearts for Jalessa. We got to give Paris something else. What are we going to give Paris? Let's get some fire emojis in there for Paris. And look, what I want to do real quick as we wrap this up is I want to go back because, look, that was an amazing training by both of them. And there's a lot of really, really good information here that I want to recap. So one of the things that Paris said, one of the first things that Paris said was never leave phase 1, right? You know, we hear this a lot, but not only did he tell you that, but he also defined what phase 1 really is, and that's the production phase, right? A lot of the times in the business, you see somebody, they get in and they're doing everything they can because they need, $1,000 a month. They need $2,000 a month. And then when they get there, they stop doing the things that got them to where they are, so they get stuck. Maybe they go backwards, or maybe they stay where they're at, and they never really understand why they can't get past that plateau, but it's because they are in the production phase, then they move out of the production phase. So go back to phase 1. Whatever you were doing when you had momentum, go back. If you haven't had momentum yet, if you're new, guys, get in phase 1. Get in the mindset that your back is against the wall and you're going to do whatever it takes to become successful, okay? He also talked about faith and confidence. And honestly, those are really one and the same because, faith equals confidence. And confidence in what you cannot yet see, what you believe exists, but you cannot yet have in the physical world. And so we have to have faith in everything that we do, right? We have to have faith, not only from a religious standpoint. I mean, that's up to you. Like Paris said, I have the same approach to that. I believe in what I believe in. But you guys are absolutely more than welcome to believe in what you believe in. I support that. But what I will tell you is that you need to have faith and confidence in yourself above all, right? You need to know that when something stands on concrete ground, when something stands on stable ground, the opportunity for that something to be there long-term is far beyond what it would be if you were, planting a house, let's say, on a swamp, right? We know that, hey, the rain comes, that house is going to fall apart. But when we put what we're doing on solid ground, we rock with faith, and then we can move with confidence, okay? So rock with faith, move with confidence. Okay, Paris talked about, look, guess what? I've been through it as well. Jalessa as well, right? Losing leaders. But here's the thing. We say losing leaders, but I actually want to change that. We don't lose leaders. What do we learn, right? We learn leadership through those opportunities. That's what they are. They're opportunities. They're opportunities for us to grow. I was with one of my friends today, and we were talking about a few situations where certain individuals left our organization over the past few years, Matt and I. And to be honest, in some of those situations, even though the volume was less, the peace, the fulfillment, right? The freedom increased. Because some people, they may bring a lot of volume, but they may take a lot of energy, right? You have producers and consumers, and we talk about this a lot, right? I talk about this a lot, rather, where, you know, are you producing or are you consuming? Are you the one that's, you know, making things happen, or are you taking the other things that people are making happen? So outlasting, getting past the trials and tribulations, getting past the emotional part of people leaving your business, it's very important, because just like trading, you know, I had a great week so far. It's only Wednesday. I'm excited, but I did lose some trades, but I did not let those losses dip into what's now probably one of my biggest days financially in trading ever, right? You cannot let emotion slip into what you're doing, because emotions will steal your dream, okay? Paris talked about when you have momentum, any problem you have is going to be shattered. So get in momentum. And that's just an object in motion. I need you guys to get in motion. You need, as leaders, to start something and continue to push at it, because that's where your breakthroughs are going to come. See, the little things can't bother you if you're focused on the big things, right? The little things that happen to you cannot bother you if you're focused on the big end result. So think about where your focus is going. Think about how broad your focus is. And if you don't think it's good enough, then you need to broaden that. You need to take that to the next level. Okay. So amazing job, Paris. That was an unbelievable training. And Jalessa, guys, look, I think what I want to talk about with Jalessa more than the content is actually my observations. Okay. Number one, you look at her energy. All of you have that inside of you. Okay. All of you have the energy to express and to give into people. She's a producer, right? She gets up. She's so happy. She's smiling. She's consistent with who she is. And I've seen that only in a few times that we've met. I think we've met 2 or 3 times physically at IML events, and now seeing her here, and it's the same person, the same energy she brings to the table every single time. And that plays a huge role, because people are watching to see if you're consistent. People aren't just going to listen to what you say, but they're going to observe what you do and decide if you're worth following. And so when you look at Jalessa, especially for the women on the call tonight, I want you guys to understand that you do have the ability to lead. You do have the ability to command a room. You have the ability to command people's attention. And if you have good intentions, it doesn't matter if you're a man, woman, tall, short, you know, whatever. You have the ability to lead, because everybody's looking to follow somebody. And it's typically the person who has good energy and knows clearly with confidence where they're going. So those are some observations that I made. Also, she talked about getting her no's and moving past the no's to get to the yeses, right? Some of the no's are ugly, but you only need a few really good people at your side to make something big happen, you know? And a lot of the times when things don't go my way, I do what's called peeling back the layers of the onion, right? I try to think about all the things that I have, right? And all the things that I lost, and just like really reflect on where I'm at and where I was when I first started, where I was 3 years ago when I was $70,000 in debt and, you know, really struggling to pay bills. And I think about, wow, you know, a few thousand people quit my team, but I couldn't even build a team of a few hundred, 4 years ago. So you got to be grateful for where you are, not where you want to be. Some people get caught up in where they were. Okay. That's like the worst thing possible, is getting caught up in where you were. Cause guess what? Where you were, it doesn't matter. Some people were producing, groups of tens of thousands of people in network marketing 10 years ago. That's all they talk about, but they can't do it anymore. And guess what? That's not going to get you paid. And also, you can't think about your situation, because maybe right now I'm talking to you and your situation is negative. Maybe your situation is not so good. Don't get caught up in where you are, but really focus on, or where you were, but really shift your focus to where you want to be, right? Keep your eyes on the prize, guys. Get your nose, move past it, and fall in love with winning. So last thing, Jalessa, I've never heard that before. The orange, okay? And I really like that. I'm probably going to borrow that and, just hope that you don't hit me with an invoice. But no, I really like that. She said, if I give you an orange and you squeeze it, what's going to come out? Not apple juice, not grape juice. Like, no, you're going to get orange juice. So whatever you have inside of you, when people squeeze you, okay, because it's going to happen, guys. I get pressed. I was checking my DMs on Instagram while we're on this webinar, and somebody pressed me. And you know what I did? I pressed the decline and the block button at the same time, because when people press you and you don't have hate in your heart, you have love in your heart, then you know that you could just, sidestep, finesse your way out of that situation, and we go on with our lives. So if you don't have it inside of you, then it can't come out of you. And I absolutely, I love that. That's probably one of my favorite things that I've heard on a Next Wave call. So guys, we had an amazing call tonight. I appreciate you. We're going to get this recording up on YouTube. As always, I'm going to open up the chat box one more time so we can show some love to Paris and Jalessa for giving us an hour of their time on a Wednesday night. I know this is what they do. Servant leaders serve. And so I appreciate all of you for making this a priority. Get out there and make things happen. I hope you guys have an amazing, blessed week. I hope amazing things are happening. I'm manifesting for you momentum in your business, right? Prospects that you've been talking to are finally going to make that decision. Leaders that you've been talking to are finally going to step up and make it happen. And you are finally going to make that decision to become a leader and become the next chairman 10 in our company. If you do not have tickets yet for IML Take Flight, guys, IMLTakeFlight.com. We will see you in Houston. It's going to be killer in May. And then also I Am. Okay, so if you already have your ticket for I Am, type I Am in the chat box. Okay, I Am going to be in Dallas. Best event in the history of our company. I am fired up for that. And if you guys want my YouTube channel, you could type in Jason Brown iMarkets Live. Easiest way to find me, jasonbrown.official on Instagram. We appreciate you guys. Thank you one more time, Jalessa, Paris, for giving us your time tonight. Everybody have a great rest of your night, great rest of your week, and let's have a great rest of 2019. We'll see you guys back here next week with Chairman 25, Justin Owens. I don't know who else, but I know Justin confirmed he's going to be here next week. So you do not want to miss it. See you guys soon.